Philip's tragic childhood, his dad accused of treason, mum confined to a psychiatric hospital, then sister died in a plane crash. As a child, Prince Philip was hit by a series of family tragedies which saw him separated from his family and sent to live with relatives and at a tough boarding school. Prince Philip's adult life has been one of immense privilege coupled with an unfailing sense of duty. But his childhood was a dark and often frightening place where he had to fend for himself from a very early age. The future Duke of Edinburgh was born at Mon Repos, a Regency villa on the island of Corfu on June 10, 1921. His parents, Prince Alice of Battenberg and Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark, already had 4 children, but they were all girls. Philip, registered as Philip Bose, was their first boy and 6th in line to the Greek throne. His early years should have been a sun-kissed idyll, but the family was caught in the tumult that gripped Europe for the first half of the 20th century. In 1922, Turkey invaded Greece. Philip's father was serving in the army and, after disobeying orders during a battle, was accused of treason and exiled. He fled to Paris by boat, his toddler son carried on board in an orange crate, and it was there that the family gradually unraveled. Prince Alice, the great-granddaughter of Queen Victoria, suffered from a form of psychosis and in 1931 was forcibly confined to a Swiss psychiatric sanatorium after suffering a nervous breakdown. Worse was to come. Prince Andrew, disillusioned and dissolute, moved to the south of France to be with his mistress. His daughters had all married German noblemen within 9 months of each other and left home. At just 10 years old, Philip had been abandoned. From the summer of 1932 until the spring of 1937, he neither saw nor received any word from his mother, not even a birthday card. She was later to become a nun. Years later, when an interviewer asked him what language he spoke at home, he said, "What do you mean, at home?" Salvation came in the shape of his British relatives. His guardian and surrogate father for the next 7 years was Georgie, 2nd Marquess of Milford Haven, his mother's elder brother. After George died, Philip was taken in by Lord Louis Mountbatten, another uncle. He was sent to the Toughcore Dunstown boarding school on the edge of the North Sea in Scotland. School friends would later remember him as charming, gifted and unshowy with tremendous confidence from somewhere. It was while he was there that his favorite sister Cicely, her husband George and their 2 young sons were killed in a plane crash in Belgium. She was heavily pregnant with her 3rd child. The grim task of telling Philip fell to his headmaster, Kurt Hahn. The young prince did not break down. Hahn later recalled, his sorrow was that of a man. Philip, 16 at the time, traveled to Cecile's funeral in Germany. It was 1937 and Hitler was in power. A striking picture shows the prince surrounded by Nazi uniforms and regalia. A year later, Philip had left school and was studying at the Royal Naval College in Dartmouth on the advice of his guardian Lord Mountbatten. It was here he was to meet the young Princess Elizabeth when she was 13. She fell in love and they married when she was 21.